Shirella, all praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect men feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and in truth with his great gospel, man. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. It's time to fight for your salvation. It's time to fight for your redemption. It's time to remove that weak-ass spirit from off you, right? That weak-ass spirit from off you, because when you was in the world, you was keyed up for nothing. You was going hard for nothing. You was energized for nothing. Now the Lord done woke you up. It's time to fight for something, right? Even these worldly people that say, it's better to die for something than to die for nothing. It's better to fight for something than to die for nothing, right? And a lot of you niggas, you finna die for nothing. You about to die for this world. You about to die for the things of this society that don't fucking matter. You zombies, man. Wake up. It's time to repent and return back to the Lord, because the Lord is calling and the Lord about to seal his elect. And anything outside of that 1/3 is in trouble. I'm gonna read this. It says 5 benefits of knowing your family history. Once again, 5 benefits of knowing your family history, right? Because one thing in this society, it's okay for all these nations to be proud about their history, but when it comes to you Jakes, man, they don't want you to remember. They don't want you to remember. Look at the Hispanics, man. You got Esau Edom over there in Mexico, in Panama, from Central to South America, setting up what? Setting up business, selling Aztec merchandise, Mayan merchandise. This place is like a fucking Walt Disney World type of, it's like a theme park, man. You got heathens coming from all over to see this. And this was sacred, so-called sacred ground for these people at one time. And through their wickedness, the Lord destroyed all that bullshit. All that bullshit. Same thing with the Native Americans, man. Look at Esau Edom. Esau Edom done turned places in America into what do you call them? Monumental grounds, something like that, where even the natives can't even go in that area. These areas are just monumental parks, like parks. Parks, man, it's damn near a whole state. It's damn near a whole state, man. 3 cities, man, worth of land where Esau said, no, you can't come over here. This we done took it over. This belonged to us. See, this man, he's a thief. He's a thief. He done stole your heritage. He done stole your land. He done stole your identity. He done took everything from you. But in his mind, he already know what he say. 5 benefits of knowing your family history. Yeah. Did you know that learning about your family history can actually increase your happiness? I'm going to read that again. Did you know that learning about your family history can actually increase your happiness? I'm going to go to the book of Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Yeah, it's because you're supposed to know your history. You're supposed to know about your heritage. You're supposed to know about your culture, man. You're not supposed to be dick riding another nation's culture. That's a lot of you Jakes, man. You be getting geeked off Esau's culture. And the history that he's showing you is he's showing you him in our history. Yeah, he's showing you himself as Robin Hood. When you go in that history, that was a Jake. Yeah, he's showing himself as the Knights of the Round Table. When you go in that history, that was Jake's. He's shown himself as Hannibal, right? He's shown himself as the Egyptians, and that ain't us. That was them Hamites. Man. He showed this man done raped and robbed everybody's culture. He want to make it look like, man, he's everybody. He is a god. I'm going to read the Deuteronomy 32 and 7. It says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Nah, nigga, I'm thinking about right now. Nigga, I got to think about my pockets today, nigga. Fuck the past, nigga. Leave the past. I ain't thinking about the past. No, yeah, we ain't thinking about the past things we lost, but we're thinking about the past of our history. If you don't know your past, how you gonna get to your future? Don't they say that in the world? How can you get to your future if you don't know where you came from? Some they say, these quotes, but they make sense. How do you know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? A lot of these Jays, they don't know that's why they lost. They don't know their past. They think they just some niggas who got kidnapped from the west coast of Africa and put on slave ships and got sold up to their enemies. When all this links up with the curses that would happen unto the holy people of the Bible, which are the children of Israel. I'm going to read it. Says, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee the elders, and they will tell thee. And right now, our Father is Yahweh. It's the Lord who put that spirit in us to know what's this knowledge and wisdom. And who's the elders? The apostles, who the Lord put the spirit in them to give us this knowledge, man. Because most of our fathers, our physical fathers in this world, they don't know a motherfucking thing. They don't know what's going on. They stuck in the world. Man, our mama's stuck in the world. Your woman's stuck in the world. Your kids is in the world, right? So when the Lord put his spirit in, you're supposed to what? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. And the elders, they will tell thee. Tell you what, man. It's all about what's your history. We are the chosen people of the Bible, man. We are the chosen people of the Bible. And bear with me. I'm going to read the book of Numbers 1 and 18. Because right now, your bloodline goes back by your father. Numbers 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigree, right? Their pedigree. You go into the word pedigree. It says the day of birth, declare one's birth. That's what we're getting right here from this word. But, you know, the pedigree goes back into your heritage, your bloodline. And they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, man. Who did my dad put dick in? Dad put dick in mom, dude. So, okay, oh, man, he planted a seed in her. Okay, that's my brother right there. That's my brother right there. But I got a sister. We don't have the same father. Her father died, and my mother married another man. So me and her, we don't have the same father. So me and her, we can't go back to the same. We're not going back to the same pedigree, even though she's an Israelite. She's an Israelite, but she is not the same house as my father. Her father come from another Jake house. If you understand what I'm saying. Now, say a so-called white man sneak in and dump sperm in my sister, which is an Israelite woman, and then they have a child. Now, that child that grows to, that's an Edomite, because his bloodline go back to what? Esau Edom, that white boy who would infiltrated and smashed my sister. And thank God that my sister's married to a Jake. Because in this society, man, look, man, the best thing you can do is stay away from these Gentiles. Yeah, our women is wicked. Guess what? These other nations are wicked too. So guess what? Since our women is wicked, go deal with the wicked nations? Hell no, that's bullshit. You do what you gotta do as a man, but man, you ain't falling in love with these fucking women. You psychotic, man. There's something wrong with you, brother. You done fell in love with hell. You done fell in love with with misery, with persecution, with suffering, with bullshit, man. They just showed a bitch on the internet, man. That bitch done fucking killed her boyfriend with a knife. Bloodied as fuck, done went on online on fans only. Right? You got another video, another bitch done killed her, man. So hey man, the Lord finna put a spirit in these hoes to kill you, bitch ass nigga. It's a lot of you men, you finna fucking die because you got that fucking that bitch ass spirit. And a woman hates another woman. Women hate women. So a bitch hate a bitch. That's why a lot of you men, you getting killed by your women. You getting killed by your women. I'm reading it again, Nahum 1 and 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward, by their polls. So it's all about the bloodline of your father, man. Esau understands history of the family is important, man. Let's go into it. I'm going to read it. Says, one, it gives you a sense of identity. A lot of you Jakes, you don't have no identity, man. You done discontinued from your heritage. Like it tells you in the book of, what is that? Jeremiah. Let's go to it. Same thing told Jeremiah. He would discontinue from his heritage. You discontinue. Jeremiah 17 and 4, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, For he have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Yeah, so you discontinued from your heritage, and you took on the names of these other nations. So we talking about the importance of knowing your family history, right? Let me make sure I got it right. Benefits of knowing your family history. It gives you a sense of identity. Nothing is more eye-opening than learning about who you are, learning about your ancestry, celebrating family traditions. We're not no motherfucking slaves coming off no boats, man. That's what they want to paint on. We're not no slaves coming, or some naked ass niggas in Central and South America walking around, balls out, dick out, our bitches' titties out like we some jungle animals. That's what Esau tried to paint us as. When you look at the images of how Jake was dressed, movies don't match the images. They give you 300 niggas walking with, you about to go fight enemies shooting arrows, and here you are, nipples out, legs out, thighs out. When you look at the actual images, niggas was fully covered from head to toe with armor. Them Greeks wasn't no stupid. How you think they became such a powerful nation, walking around butt naked with a cape? That's some Hollywood bullshit. Amrita says, nothing is more eye-opening than learning about who you are, learning about your ancestry, celebrating family traditions, embracing. And our family traditions we're going to celebrate is what the high holy days. The high holy days. There ain't going to be no motherfucking Christmas and birthdays and Hanukkah, and not Hanukkah, but we ain't going to be celebrating all that bullshit Esau set up. Halloween, Easter false ass celebration of a false god. No, we're not dealing with none of these things. We're going to go back to our natural traditions, which is the laws and statutes that the Lord gave to Moses to give to the children of Israel. That's our customs. That's our heritage. And we are the chosen people. We are the Israelites. It's just celebrating family traditions, embracing your culture, not pushing it aside. Our culture is laws and statutes, ordinances. Order. That's really our we're a nation of order. And understanding where you came from and can open your eyes to how beautiful and unique you are. It can also give you your sense of yourself, worth and belonging, a boast. That's why it says what it says, and they shall be bold, and they shall stand bold, right? We're gonna be bold, man, because once you know who you are, there's a boldness that comes with it, man. We're the Lord's chosen people. Once you start operating correctly, hey man, fuck these other nations. Once you know your history, what comes with our history? Our history is of a bunch of men who prophesied about the future. So once you go into your history, you learn about what's coming in the future, which is the kingdom of heaven. It makes you more resilient. Yeah, let's face it, if it's hard, but back in the day, life was even more so. More likely than not, your past family members probably faced terrible tragedies and heartache. They faced things that seem almost impossible to overcome, but they did overcome them. How did they overcome them? Book of Ecclesiasticus 2:10, it says, look at the generations of old. Remember the days of old, right? And see, did ever any trust in Yahweh, in the Lord, and was confounded? Right? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Everyone who trusted in the Lord was delivered. Matter of fact, man, let's start from the top. Ecclesiasticus 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. A lot of you niggas, you don't like to be tested. It was like when we was about to take a test in school, you niggas were sweating bullets. You niggas would try to start a fight in the classroom just so you could get sent to detention so you wouldn't take that test. Yeah, you niggas didn't like exams, pop-up quizzes. Why? Because you niggas was dummies. Guess what? The Lord about to test your ass. He about to give you some pop-up exams to see if you're going to stay in this truth. You're going to make your bitch leave. Yeah. You're going to make, hey, look at Job. He killed some kids. He took away the riches. He gave them sicknesses. Those were pop-up tests, pop-up exams, spiritual pop-up exams. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation, set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. right? Cleave, make haste to return to the Lord. Cleave unto him. What? Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Yeah, we're going to be fucked up in the beginning. We're going to start off, might be nice. In the middle, things going to get fucked up. But what happened at the end of the movie? The good guy always wins. And who's the good guy? It's the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You in a lower state right now, man. Nobody like you. Nobody love you. A woman don't love you. Your job ready to get rid of you. Nobody really want to hear your voice no more. They tired of you. Everybody, man, what's wrong? What happened to him? He changed. He's different. Something different with him. It's that God. I don't know what he worshiping. He worshiping that God. Right? The God. They blame it on your God. He in a cult. Something's different about him. I don't like him no more. Yeah, fuck y'all too. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. You might get sick. It's a lot of brothers fighting infirmities, man. Body hurting, pain, suffering. You better learn how to look up different healing medicines to try to ease the pain. Yeah, the Lord, there's different. And if you can't heal the pain, guess what? You beg the Lord for mercy. You beg the Lord to help you make it through the pains that you're going through. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. For gold is tried in fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. Ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Yet that ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. And your reward shall not fail. What's the reward, man? Salvation. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Yeah, don't think about, man. Don't think about bad. Think about the bad on these other nations, man. Look for the kingdom. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of what? Compassion, mercy. Man, we all should have been killed a long motherfucking time ago. We shouldn't even be seen these days. The Lord told Moses, I could make a nation out of stones. So we should, man, mercy upon mercy. How many different captivities? This is our 7th captivity, probably. The other little smaller ones, 2 with that. So you gotta realize the Lord done fucked us up. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy. But guess what? He had mercy on us. He sent his son to die for us. Through the blood of Yahweh Shai, we get to be his chosen people again. We get to return back to our power. We get to return back to our power. Long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth the sins, and saveth in time of affliction. What did the Lord do? And saveth in time of affliction. What is our power, Yahweh? By Hashem Yahweh Shai do? He saveth in time of affliction.